I will not do it.
Lance Alexander said to his uncle, Sergeant Simon Alexander Drax.
It's all right, you won't be in there long.
Then you go there.
Lance's dad, the coroner, walked into the room.
I can't.
Lance dug his boots into the floor.
You can't? What?
I can't go to prison as the necromancer.
Why can't you?
Do you think he's the necromancer?
Of course not. We need a man we can trust on the inside who can pose as the necromancer to entrap a prison kingpin.
Are you planning to come out as dead, are you?
Lance asked, not threatening, but just stating a fact. The father of the necromancer was Mortimer, the king of the Grim Reapers.
I am not going to be around for that.
Blake was planning a holiday in hell when Lance came out as the necromancer, a serial killer.
Where are you going?
Never you mind.
He's a coward.
No! Would you be in my place? I can't be deposed as Emperor of the Solar System if I'm not here.
I didn't think of that.
I'll do it.
Lance said defiantly, thinking how much of a problem it would be for his father.
Lance, thank you for taking me as your lawyer.
Gabriel Drac was now the Emperor-elect since Lance was charged by the police of being the son of the Grim Reaper King, making Blake just a dead pretender to the throne.
You're welcome.
Lance knew Gabriel would make him lose his case. It is why he was chosen, because he was inept.
Mr. Alexander, why did you kill your victims?
Asked the King's Counsel in charge of the prosecution when he was questioning Lance, who decided to have fun with the lawyer.
You tell me.
Lance blinked and then retorted with a wry smile.
Lance is very good. He's acting just like the necromancer would.
Said Simon in the head of the highly disguised pretender to the Empire, Blake, who couldn't be kept away from court to see his son put away. They had a strange relationship.
True.
Blake knew he was just playing with his food as a cat played with a mouse.
He makes me sick.
Blake said in Simon's head. Simon chuckled.
The prosecution is putting words in my client's mouth.
Protested Gabriel after the case. He told Lance why the necromancer killed people according to him.
Wrong. Try again.
Lance said to the KC, ignoring Gabriel. Lance's goth son Junior was embarrassed by his dad's behavior, and he knew his dad was the necromancer. He turned away from him and saw his granddad. He recognized him behind the disguise, but understood why he was hiding.
Gabriel, this is crazy,
said Junior in Gabriel's head.
I can't get your dad to behave. He's playing court jester.
Said Gabriel in the boy's head.
He's reacting to the lawyer. He's being defensive.
Lance, shut up. You aren't being helpful.
Screamed Gabriel, losing it totally.
I command you to shut up as your emperor.
If I'm the necromancer, you are not my emperor.
Retorted Lance, laughing.
Lancelot, shut up.
Shouted Blake. Lance is king. Everyone looked at him. Blake dematerialized, frustrated, and returned to hell. Lance went silent, realizing how mad he'd gone, and he'd been ordered silent by his king.
Lance, you're on your own. Sorry, Junior, I'm off the case.
Lance was sent to prison and was put in the cell with the kingpin.
Hello, cellmate.
Who's that guy meant to be?
Asked the kingpin. He's Lancelot Alexander, the necromancer.
Lancelot. I never thought of you as a Lancelot type.
I'm called Lance these days.
Lance Alexander? Isn't that the name of the enchanter?
The enchanter was a superhero who helped the police.
Anyone can make a mistake.
The guard looked shocked. This killer was a friend of the law, and he put it all down to being a mistake. He didn't know what Lance was up to. I'll keep an eye on you, said the guard, closing the door and locking and leaving.
Lovely. Yes, are you legit?
The kingpin thought he was mad. Lance stuck a picture on the wall of his family, and the kingpin looked at it.
What's that?
Asked the kingpin, pointing at Junior.
Normal.
That's not normal.
Mr. Normal, my son Junior.
Oh, him, the magic guy whose disguise is nothing. He is younger than I thought he was. Is he a killer too? He looks like one.
No, just me.
Said Lance, yawning.
Where's my bunk? I need to sleep.
The kingpin pointed at a bunk. Lance said goodnight, hopped in the bunk which was too small, and fell asleep. The kingpin wasn't sure what to make of him.
Lance, wake up.
What do you want? I'm sleeping.
They want you to wake up, the guards.
All right.
Said Lance, rising.
What do you want?
Asked Lance, looking them in the eye with a playful cat look at a mouse stare. It scared the kingpin.
It's breakfast time. Do Grim Reapers eat?
I do not eat breakfast.
Lance said, doing a Dracula impression, and laughed.
Yes, we eat.
You are not human?
Nope.
Lance not lying.
I heard you could break out of jail if you wanted to.
Yes, it's easy, but where's the fun in that?
Said Lance, smiling impishly.
What fun can you have in jail?
Not been here long enough for it to be a bore yet.
Lance was having fun messing with their minds.
as long as no one dies.
Oh, no fair. You take the fun out of life.
Lance lying, he hated to kill, he was just playing with them to see how they would react.
You bloodthirsty bastard.
I'm not noted for my pleasant disposition.
Lance wasn't. He was noted for his violence to his victims as the necromancer, and Lance was playing off his reputation to the hilt for this role.
I thought the enchanter was noted for that.
Lance looked nervous for a second, thinking they had him, then his defiant nature set in.
How charming is Jack the Ripper?
Hardly he's dead, you're not.
True, I killed him.
You aren't that old, boy.
Boy?
Lance not sure where he was coming from, till he noticed the guard looked familiar somehow.
Who are you?
Lance said in the guard's head.
I am nobody. Who are you? Are you nobody too?
Grumbled back the guard in Lance's head.
Nobody is nobody. Everyone is somebody. Who are you?
I'd rather not say.
The guard replied awkwardly in Lance's head.
Yes, Dad.
I thought you were in hiding.
I thought you'd need some help, you young braggart.
Thank you.
Do you two need a room? You've been staring at each other for 5 minutes. No, I was thinking I saw him somewhere before, not sure where.
Definitely not. He's not my type.
His type's his wife. Mine too. Not his wife, my wife.
Blake looked very awkward. Lance now felt his mind being messed with. He didn't like it. He wanted to leave, but he couldn't leave his dad in there alone, and he had a job to do.
Where is breakfast?
Blake gave him and the Kingpin a sandwich each and wandered off later.
What are you doing playing solitaire?
Asked the Kingpin, seeing Lance playing with a deck of poker cards.
No, practicing.
What for? 100 years in jail?
No, Ledger Demand.
Legend man, what?
Said the Kingpin, confused. Lance laughed.
No, sleight of hand. I am a stage magician by trade.
Not a trade for in here.
No?
Asked Lance, fishing.
I can give you a job in here.
I have little experience behind bars.
Good. I'm not after a bartender.
Said the Kingpin, chuckling.
What do you want me to do?
Kill a guy in cell block 12.
Why?
He's getting too big for his boots.
How am I to kill him?
You decide.
What's his name?
Ryan Kelly.
Later, Lance materialized in Mr. Kelly's cell as he slept. In his hand was a sword. He walked over to Kelly and said boo in his head, scaring him awake.
What are you doing here?
I was sent here to kill you.
Will you?
If I do, they'll have a reason to keep me here, but I'm tired of this place. It's too cramped up. Lancey, who are you? Dad?
Yes, what the...
Cried Kelly in sheer terror. Lance turned around and saw the Reaper Mortimer, his father's soul.
Why are you here?
I came because he was going to die.
I don't want to kill him?
I don't want him dead either.
I don't have to kill him.
He dies, I'm afraid.
If he dies, I'll stay here?
You leave, I'll deal with him.
You don't kill.
No, he is dying now.
How?
He's having a fear-induced heart attack.
We scared him to death.
Yes, go back to your cell, I'll deal with him.
Lance went and materialized in his cell. His cellmate was still sleeping. He was not missed. Days later, Lance spoke to his uncle.
He tried to enlist me to kill some guy.
That is what we hoped you would do, did you?
No, I'm not a killer.
Lance the Enchanter was given a full pardon for his work and was released from jail as he was not the necromancer. He was only posing as him. His father got his empire back too, and his son was not the necromancer. Therefore, he was not Mortimer. But we know otherwise.